Hello guys, welcome to Basic Nursing Classes. Myself Amanpreet. Today we are going to discuss a very important topic in nursing, that is colostomy and ileostomy. Okay, and in this video we are going to talk about the reasons behind ileostomy and colostomy and the different locations where we do colostomy and ileostomy. Okay, and the type of stool which is formed in these ostomies. Okay, so let's begin. First of all, a nurse should know what is ostomy. Okay. So basically ostomy, it's a surgical opening. So obviously colostomy and ileostomy, these are surgical openings in the bowel, okay, to allow the stool to exit through the body. Or in other words, when the patient cannot pass the stool through the rectum, then the surgeon makes a surgical opening inside the bowel or inside the colon to make the excreta to excrete through the body. Okay, so the nurses who have worked in the GI ward, they must have seen the ostomies, and from external physical appearance, these ostomies, both colostomy and ileostomy, these both are shiny in color. Okay, these are brick red and moist. These three things should be there in the ostomy. For a healthy ostomy, they should be shiny, brick red and moist. Okay, and depending upon their location, okay, and depending upon the cause of colostomy and ileostomy, these can be reversible or irreversible. Okay, so now let's move on to the reasons why do we do colostomy and ileostomy. So obviously it's related to GI system. So whenever a GI disease is there, so that's a surgeon has to do colostomies or ileostomy. For example, Crohn's disease. We will discuss these diseases one by one in other videos. So now first discuss the reasons only. So first reason, the GI diseases like Crohn's disease, any obstruction in the colon, then colitis, that is inflammation of the colon. Okay, then diverticulitis, that's inflammation of the diverticuli, or some congenital defects. Okay, and next there's some infection, underlying infection of the colon or of the rectum. Okay, or there is some cancer of colon or rectum. And other causes can be some injury to the bowel, like there is a wound, stabbing wound to the colon, and if there is stabbing wound, then obviously the colon needs some time to heal. Okay, so for that time period we have to do colostomy or ileostomy. Okay, so these are the basic reasons why do we do these ileostomies. Okay, so now we have to other thing which is commonly asked in the exams is about the location of different colostomies. Okay, and the type of stool which is formed in these ostomies. So let's begin with that. First of all, we all should know the normal flow of food which flows from the GI tract. So first of all, we obviously to the mouth, it goes to esophagus, where it goes to stomach, and in stomach we all know there's gastric juice. Okay, and with gastric juice there's churning takes place inside the stomach, and after churning the liquid which is formed, it is called chyme. Okay, and it is acidic in nature, and after stomach the food is further passed to the intestines through duodenum. First of all, it enters the small intestine, and the first part of the small intestine is duodenum. Through duodenum it goes to jejunum, and after jejunum it goes to ileum. So the ileum is the part of the small intestine where we do ileostomy. Okay, and after ileum the food goes to the cecum, and through cecum it enters the large intestine. Okay, and so cecum is a part of large intestine, and through cecum it goes to ascending colon, then transverse, then descending, then sigmoid colon, then rectum, and then through anus it comes out. Okay, so the food is basically liquid in form in stomach, in small intestine, duodenum, jejunum, ileum, cecum, and ascending colon. Okay, so in all these parts the food is liquid, and in ascending colon there the absorption of water takes place, and in transverse colon it becomes semi-solid. Okay, and in transverse colon further absorption of water takes place, and in descending colon the excreta becomes, the waste becomes solid in nature. Okay, so you have to remember the type of stool in all these parts of intestine. Okay, because I have also shown in the picture also. Okay, that through gastric juice in the stomach, the gastric juice it comes to the ileum. Okay, then after ileum it comes to the ascending, then transverse, then descending, and then sigmoid. Okay, and you can also see in the picture I have drawn these two lines, and through these lines you can see uh, I have written right upper quadrant, right lower quadrant, left upper quadrant, and left lower quadrant. So you can see the locations of all these colons over there. Okay, it's clearly shown in the picture that sigmoid colon, that is in the left lower quadrant. Okay, and descending colon, that is in the left upper quadrant. Okay, and ileum is in the right lower quadrant, and ascending colon, that is in the right upper quadrant, and the transverse colon that comes in the mid abdomen. Okay, so it is easy to differentiate where the part of the colon is placed inside the body. Okay, so these are the commonly asked questions about the locations of colostomy. So for example, if the colostomy is in ascending colon, so where will be the location? It will be in the right upper quadrant. And if a question comes like where the descending colostomy is there, so it's in the left upper quadrant. Okay, and if the colostomy is in the sigmoid colon, then obviously it's in the left lower quadrant, and ileostomy it's in the right lower quadrant. So by this picture you can make up in the mind that yes, this ileostomy is in this part. Okay, so it's an easy way to understand the colostomy and ileostomy. And in the next video we are going to talk about the care of colostomy. Okay, and the type of foods which we have to eat during the colostomy. Okay, so till then, best of luck. Thank you.